Hello. Welcome back to the channel. To me, the Scouse Biker. So you see my initial video, which was just kind of like an introduction of what I'm planning on doing going forward. Sat in my transporter, which I got back on the road recently. I found that I had a few problems with it, but I think in my head I'd overcomplicated the problems, and there's actually nothing really wrong with it. In terms of running, there's other issues with it, of course. Like what I found was I thought that the power steering pump probably needed replacing, but what I'd found is they have like a two-part pulley on these, so one's like two halves with shims in between, and I had extra shims in the workshop and I only had two on the outside. So what I found is if you have more shims, it acts like more of a spacer to keep the two-part pulley together. So because it felt like it was becoming loose, and it was basically backing off because the bolts, they need that sort of spacer to keep them together. So I sorted that out, and then put me a new alternator belt on because that was all damaged. Now I'm still trying to figure out why that was happening, but I think it was when I was going through the water, because there's no cover underneath the van. It was slipping, belt was getting wet, so I reckon that was the problem. But I need to still just kind of look at that and maybe get a cover for underneath. But anyway, I just wanted to come outside, give you like a little tour. You know, it's a bit of a mess, my van, because I'm currently between jobs. So I left my job about a week ago, and I don't start my new one for like 2.5-3 weeks. So I've just got all my tools in the back of my van and it's locked up at night. So I know it's not ideal, like, but my workshop's chocker and I need to get my bike in and out as well. So bit of a nightmare at the moment. So yeah, I'll give you a quick tour, like a bit of a brief description of the things that I've repaired since I've had the van. I've had the van nearly 3 years now. But yeah, so just give you a quick tour, and then I'm going to show you something that I'm looking on repairing, or might potentially show you in the video what I do. Anyway, nice one. Okay. Yeah, I've removed like a seal or two. I've added the solar panel on top, which you'll be able to see. It's a bit of a mess up there at the moment. And then underneath the van I've had the ball joints, top and bottom. I've had the drop links. I've had the, bloody hell, brain's not working here. I've had the drive shaft replaced, and I've had two other bits as well underneath. So I've had a lot of the front end redone when I had the gearbox done. So that's all good. Yeah, it's a good little motor. Like, does the job. Slow as hell, even with the adjusted turbo gate and that. But I don't think I'm going to get any better now, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's all working as it should be, and that does the job, like. But yeah, so this is basically it. But there's still a few repairs to be done. I need to fucking sort this out on the side here, repaint a few bits, clean it up a little bit, maybe have the wheels done. Quite a few things really, but yeah, it's all good. So what I'm going to do now is show you what I'm going to do with this repair. So about 2 years ago, I noticed that my carpet was getting wet, so I pulled the carpet out recently. This was only recently. I've noticed it was getting wet. A lot of people said it was the windscreen. So I've looked, used the hose loads of times, couldn't find any water coming in, couldn't figure it out at all. just never ever got round to figuring out what it was until last night. Pulled in, put my light on, got inside the van, had a little look, and I found that the leak was actually coming from the water's been coming in. There's a little lip here. I'm gonna just zoom in a bit. I don't know how good if you'll be able to see it very well. Right there, so where my finger's gonna be now. The water is actually coming in here from the wing, and it took me only 2 years to figure that out. So my plan is today, pull the wing off, find out how much, because I need to weld some bits. I'm not a welder, but I'm gonna have a go. Need to weld some bits on the wing and find out where this water's coming in and try and block it off in the meantime, stop any water coming in, and then I can get rubber mat and get a rubber mat put back down. But yeah, so let's get to that and I'll show you that. Okay, so I just pushed this through from the inside. This is where the water has been coming in. I made this drain mod thing years ago out of copper because I'm a gas engineer, so I had the materials at the time, like, but I'll be honest with you, wasn't the best ever. So I'm just going to remove them, I think. All the leaves and all that falling in, I believe, are actually down the side of the wing and coming in that way. But yeah, and then the water has been slowly coming in through here, because even though the seal looks rough, the actual windscreen itself is in good condition underneath. The seals are solid. Yeah, I've looked, and this is where the water was building up here. So what I'm going to do, maybe try and fill it from the outside. I haven't got a bung, you see. I know there's bungs in the side of the doors, so I could probably take you one of them for now and change it, and then that'll stop any water coming in then, in underneath the driver's side, because it's so annoying. When I change the rubber mat, I don't have to worry about that then. Put some sound deadening stuff. Now, more pressing concerns. So this here is meant to have a plate that kind of goes across here, like that. But it's not. There's still loads of solid metal. So what I'm planning on doing is cutting some of this out and just putting a little piece across, and maybe just tidy up this a little bit. But the actual structural rigidity of the outrigger is solid, absolutely rock solid underneath, which is brilliant. So I'm going to clean this all up, cure rust it, put a little, obviously put a bit of it, maybe put a plate on it, and which it probably isn't going to look great like, but I'm just going to do it anyway, and then fill this hole, which you can see my garden right through, and then yeah, and go from there. So I have to pop out in the missus's car. Went out and picked up a 40. I measured it with this measuring device here. So fits the hole. This little push fit fits the hole, but it means what I've got to do is put a load of silicone on it. As I'm just going to do it as a temporary measure, and probably on my next video, because it's starting to rain now, I'm going to remove this again, re-weld all this up, and put a 41mm, 42mm bung in there, and then I know it's definitely never going to leak. But this is absolutely rock solid. Usually these rot, and then again The outrigger is solid as well. It's just this bit of tin here. So plan is just weld that up on that. But in the meantime, I'm going to put this bung in, show you how I'm going to do it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, not the neatest or prettiest thing in the world. And I could have just waited a couple of days and got a bung, which is what I'll replace it with eventually anyway. But in the meantime, I've just put this in with some silicone, and I know for a fact it ain't gonna leak now, which is absolutely brilliant. So what I'm just gonna do now, I'm just gonna move this bumper out a little bit and just spray this with a bit of metal hammerite in the meantime, just to keep this going for a little bit longer until I pull this all off again and redo the welding on it. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing with that now. Hey Sean. So in proper poor condition, these like got down to some of the bare metal, and the metal's just at it really. Flipping over. Oh, again. All the rust here. It's just rotted out over the years. Really. So what I'm thinking, cut out the rest of the rot and either buy new fiberglass wings or just what's the name, repair them, or get some second-hand ones that are in good condition. That's added that really. It's a lot of tin worm there, like. Yeah, so this is where I'm up to. This is the problems that I'm facing. I'm just going to put it back on for the time being. Flow through and just go out the bottom of the van. But yeah, that's all I can do in the meantime. As you can see, it's just started raining now. And it's raining as we speak, so I'm just going to cut the video short here, I think. And hopefully get round to filming me doing that at some point. I think the next load of content will probably be on my motorway. So in the meantime, that's just, I mean, I haven't done much to it, to be fair, but just to keep it a little bit protected, stop that leak, that problem I was having in the meantime. And yeah, so that's the plan anyway. Nice one for watching, appreciate it. If you like it, content, just like and subscribe, share it with your friends. And I'll try and get the content a bit better as well, because I'm still sort of new to using YouTube as a to do it professionally or proper. I'm using my phone to film everything. I've got a GoPro Hero 4, but I've got no SD card at the moment, so that'll be the next thing as well. But yeah, nice one for watching.